Macroeconomics provides us a bird's-eye view of countries' economic landscapes. Instead of looking at behavior of individual businesses and consumers, called microeconomics. The goal of macroeconomics is to look at overall economic trends such as employment levels, economic growth, balance of payments, inflation, and so on. Thus, as the speed of an engine is regulated by its supply of fuel, macroeconomics is influenced mainly by macroeconomic policies, including monetary policies and fiscal policies. Monetary policy, which controls a nation's money supply, is provided by a country's central bank, while fiscal policies, which controls a government's revenue and spending, is the hand of ministers of finance. The basic objective of these two main macroeconomic policies are to promote economic growth and to keep inflation under control. Just as a driver uses the accelerator to speed up or slow down a vehicle, central banks control the economy by increasing or decreasing the money supply. By carefully regulating the supply of money to fuel economic growth, a central bank works to keep the economy from overheating or slow down too quickly. Monetary policy is essentially a guessing game, since no one static to tell us how fast an economy is growing, and there is nothing that tells us how quickly the economy will respond to change that may take months or years to implement. Central banks try to keep one eye on unemployment, resulting from economic slowdown, and one eye on inflation, resulting from an overheated economy. The economy at large can also be controlled by regulating fiscal policies, government revenue and spending. Taxation and government spending greatly influences a country's economic growth, such as a family's economic health is influenced by a parent's earning and spending habits. A nation's economic health is influenced by governmental fiscal policies, such as taxation, spending, and government borrowing. What is the difference between macroeconomics and microeconomics? Microeconomics is generally the study of individual and business decisions. Macroeconomics look at higher up country and government decisions. Macroeconomics and microeconomics, and their wide array of underlying concepts, have been the subject of a great deal of writings. The field of study is vast. Here is a brief summary of what it covers. Microeconomics is a study of decisions that people and businesses make regarding to allocation of resources and prices of goods and services. This means also taking into account tax and regulations created by governments. Microeconomics focus on supply and demand and as a force that determines the price levels seen in the economy. For example, microeconomics would look at how a specific company could maximize its production and capacities so it could lower prices and better compete in its industries. Macroeconomics, on the other hand, is a field of economics that studies the behavior of economies as a whole and not that on specific companies, but entire industries and economies. It